556 miles. It's a monkey revolution. Look at the state of those trees, obliterated by the storms. Nothing left of them. Oh my god, my trousers are under. Have to sort that out. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Now, they say they shouldn't mix business and pleasure. Well, I'm officially calling this video monkey business because this is the 500 mile, sorry, this is the 600 mile first service day for the monkey. Having ridden it up to John O'Groats on the day I picked it up, it's now ready for its first service after a couple of little runs out. So it's been brilliant. It really has. Can't fault it at all, really. For what it is, of course. You know, let's bear in mind it is a Honda Monkey, so they're not exactly bestowed with loads of power. Handling is fantastic. Little runs out to the shop and back, absolutely perfect. So I've got my works laptop in my rucksack at the minute, and along with a pair of shoes and some lunch and God knows what else. And the monkey's struggling a little bit with the extra. Must be at least, I don't know, I'd say 10 kilos, 10-15 kilos in the rucksack, I suspect, something like that. But this is what the monkey's built for. It's built for a commute. I wouldn't say that A roads are exactly its forte. I don't think that anyone that owns one would argue with that either. But we're still maintaining 50, oh no, there we go, 55, flat out of fourth gear, and it is ready for a service now. The oil is actually black as soot, it is, so it's quite surprising. But it'll be good. Now we can start looking to do some modifications. Yeah, so speaking of modifications, what we'll do is I'll do a separate video on that one on the drive, and this is it here. So here we go then, a quick walk around. So yes, no longer exactly standard since I did the first 500 miles. So we have Moritech adjustable levers, very nice. We have Sid, everyone needs a sidekick. So that is Sid. Hello Sid. He's quite happy sat there. We have SP Connect phone mount. We have, what else have we done? Tip the bars forward so that my hands no longer touch my knees. We have monkey horn cover. We have front mudguard lowering kit. We have hose, front brake hose protector. Just looks a bit better than the standard black one. Bit of a waste of time. Obligatory monkey foot rear brake lever. Tail tidy, which is really, really good. You can see there, attention to detail. It's got a little monkey head in it, which is ace. And we have the Kitako rear rack, which is good for 6 kilos, and it's absolutely probably standard requirement on a monkey, so you can actually carry some stuff with it. So there you go. Next mod, I'm probably going to do something with the air intake. I'm not sure what yet. We'll see what's available. There is a high pressure fully enclosed air filter you can get from. I'm probably going to change the exhaust at some stage, as and when money and time allows, and probably I've got a set of heated grips for it, and I've also got another set of bars. A set of flatter bars would be pretty good. So yeah, that should be it. So there you go. As you can see, only a couple of subtle modifications so far. The rack has made a big difference. I actually threw on an old Oxford tank bag that I had previously, and it's actually tripled the storage space for the monkey, and it actually fits on the rack quite well, and the magnets actually work on the rack. So what with that and a couple of straps on the bag itself, it's perfect for going to the shops or whatever. But I might put an old top box on it, we'll see, but they might be a bit too big actually. I don't think the rack's not a massive size. So yeah, it's a glorious day in the Shire today. As we can see, the sun is shining, although extremely cold first thing this morning with frost on the ground. Have banana gloves on the go again. but they've been brilliant. Can't fault these gloves really, given how odd they are, they still do the job. That'll be good once I get the heated grips on, that'll make a big difference. Probably stick on the flat bars as well. I've got a set of Pro Taper bars that I'm probably going to chuck on. Not too sure how they're going to work with bar end weights, because I don't think they've got space for them, but we'll worry about that later. Exhaust, I might put an exhaust on it. I still keep looking, keep swithing over which style and which model to buy. The Yoshimura RS3 is very popular. You get little engravings on that with bananas and a little monkey head, which is very cool, but it's not exactly cheap by any means. What price for quality? I think I'll probably also, speaking of mods, I think I'll probably go up 3 teeth on the rear. That's supposed to make a big difference to holding 5th gear a bit better. Like I say, I'm still in 4th actually at the minute, doing 50, 55. If you could just pull a bit more of 5th gear when you're using the bike, it'd be good. Oh, feel the power. It's actually a bit of an inconvenience having to slow down on this, to be honest, because it's all about carrying momentum. Yeah, I'm not sure about fitting the exhaust. I've got to say, I would prefer something that was a bit sportier looking, but likewise I don't want something that's really going to drown out and sound like a putt-putt bike, although I guess that's essentially what it is. Currently thinking it'll either be the Yoshimura RS3 or it'll be the Terminioni. Terminioni do a nice full exhaust for it, which is quite nice, and it's not too out of keeping with the rest of the look of the bike. Looks quite like the standard. I quite like the standard look of the bike. I also like the Yoshimura Magnum exhaust you get, which goes up the side of the bike. But the problem with that is it makes it it's a bit too loud for what I want to use the bike for. Oh look, 58 downhill, and I've just changed gear. No, I've just slowed down again now. Look. But through town's where it's at. It's all about through. It's more of a town bike, really. Anyway, we'll get down the A96 here, and we'll catch you in town. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. Gordon Bennett. I don't know what it is about this stupid thing. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. Nope, doesn't want to play ball. It's quite amusing. People have said on the channel, oh, rather you than me, talking about going up to John O'Groats, but I've got to say, you know what, it was actually alright. Once you can get over the expectation of having to want to go a bit quicker on this bike, then it all kind of makes a bit of sense. It's not fast by any means. I mean, it was never designed to be. But through town, it's an absolute scream, and the back roads where I live right out in sticks out in the middle of nowhere. But the little B roads, Nadgery B roads to go and nip to the local shop or whatever. It makes perfect sense. It's an absolute blast. It really is. You can see what's coming around all the corners, and you can just rail it. You can just rail it round the back road. It's absolutely brilliant, and it's just more fun than nipping down the shop in the car. Albeit, yeah, you know, throwing on all your gear sometimes is a bit of a pain in the neck, but depends where you're going, I suppose. It's all about risk assessment, isn't it? How much personal risk are you willing to accept? I'm not saying I'd ride around on this in a pair of shorts and trainers, sandals. But nip into the shop or whatever, you know, especially in the summer. Get a set of armoured jeans. And a jacket. That'll be fine. Set of bike boots. I'd always wear boots at least. But it's awesome. It really is. I love this little bike. It's got so much character. But you just have to accept the fact it's not very quick. You don't go anywhere worrying about what the time is or having to make up time en route. You just accept that it takes as long as it takes, and that's it. I mean, she is struggling a little bit here. It's a slight incline. I'm flat out 4th gear, throttle to the stop, and it's just maintaining 49 here. But hey, it is what it is. If you can get over that and get used to the fact it's just about cruising about, it's great. You don't go anywhere quickly on a monkey, that's for sure. 556 miles already. That's precisely 500 miles more than I've done on the GSXR this year so far. Winning at the Traffic Light Grand Prix. Hello JNS, how are you? No rhyme nor reason to how this GoPro voice activates, it doesn't seem. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know how many videos I've done on this. Please take fuel. All about £2.50. I don't really want to put E10 in, but £6.71. Wasn't totally empty then. Does motoring get any cheaper than this thing? Seriously. £6.71 to do about 120 miles. Oh, I mean, since the first service, it's got at least another 30 horsepower. It's rapid. Absolutely rapid. It's all that booster plug, you see. You get that booster plug in for extra 30 brake. Awesome. Oh. I'm just going for it. It does encourage you to ride like a bit of an idiot though, I've got to say. Because it's so small, you fit through the tiniest of gaps. It's so small you don't actually really realise. Smashing lane splitting. Oh, a bit tight through here. Oh, a bit tight through here. Oh, look at this. Blitzing traffic. Pardon me, coming through. Pardon me, coming through. Oh, what a scream. What an absolute riot. You do need to watch though, because you're that small that you're not really seeing if it was blind spots. Certainly less so than a normal bike. It's so much fun. Oh god, it's just so much fun. So somebody asked me today that doesn't ride a motorbike, what is it with monkeys? Why are they so much fun to ride? And I said, well, imagine putting yourself on a kiddie's toy, and riding it down the street. That's what it feels like. Because until you ride one, it's a bit difficult to really explain. with a big cushion on it. It's a kiddie's toy with a big cushion. But it's so narrow. It's a bit like that guy that does the smallest, riding the smallest bicycle in the world. I imagine it's a bit like one of them. So regarding the first service, there was no major issues to report, of course, as the bike's brand new. The only thing I did mention was that it used a little bit of oil, which is to be expected. You get your vehicle health check. Get your vehicle health check sent to you on a little video, which is good. Bit of excess play in the throttle. That's probably why we're stretching the cable, trying to get it to go an extra 2 miles an hour. So that's been adjusted, which it does feel better for. And it's got new oil, which is 10W40 has been put in it, Honda's own. And also it's got Honda's own washer plug, apparently, for the sub plug. I don't really understand why it needs to be a Honda plug, but as everyone knows, if it's not Honda, it shouldn't be on a Honda. At least that's what they proclaim anyway. Whee! I'm going from behind the red car. Oh, look at that. Easy. Oh, for God's sake. It's an absolute scream. It really is. You've got to be really careful though, because you can get a bit silly with it. Oh, this bike just never fails to make you smile. It's hilarious. As the sun sets on the monkey's first service, what can we say? It's ace! It's absolutely ace! That's what we can say. Join the revolution, people. You know you want to. Come on, Jill. Let's be having it.